Alright guys, let's do this. Hey beautifuls, this is episode 7 of Tea with Bri. We are going to dive right back into our topic of TSW and intimacy. Last week we talked with couples, the lovebirds. But what about the other half? Single and TSW can be a lonely mixture. I know when I was single and in TSW, it was so hard emotionally. I would tell myself that I wasn't worth anyone's time or affection. I kept thinking that I had to hit these milestones before anyone would notice me. The problem with that is that I left my self-worth in the hands of other people. Take a sip if you can relate. I still struggle with that, to be honest, but it's a power we can only give to ourselves. To love ourselves in the mess. To give ourselves grace through this journey. If we can't love ourselves, then who else will? And that thought came to me after shooting Preventable. It was coming up to a year of being single and heartbroken. Zero confidence, physically or emotionally. And at that time, even though I wasn't skin ready, I was soul ready. I needed to start working out again to get those endorphins pumping. I had already been riding my bike a lot, but that wasn't cutting it. So I purchased an at-home workout program, and I was lucky enough to have some gym equipment because I live with my cousin. I also switched gears with my diet. I was stuffing my face with Oreos and ice cream, and that had to go. Once I started the program up, I felt better. My mood lifted. It was the healthiest I had felt in a long time, despite not seeing too much improvement on my skin. Although there was improvement. I even reconnected with some longtime friends after hermiting away for so long. I loved every minute of it. So I have a story to share with you. One particular night, when I had first reconnected with my friends, I was gonna meet my girlfriend over at her house so she can print me out before we went out. It had been a year and 4 months since anyone had touched me by then, but who was counting? When I arrived at her house, there was a gentleman in her kitchen. He was a family friend and her roommate. We all chatted a bit, pleasantries, laughs. It was nice, but didn't think anything of it. Then, my friend had to go take a shower, and so while she did that, I just rested on her bedroom floor. Her roommate decided to walk in and became very charming. My Peter tingle, so to speak, was on high alert. Could this guy actually be into me? Sure enough, in one sexy swoop, he came down and Spider-Man kissed me. Me, a Spider-Man kiss. Tingles firing on all cylinders. When he pulled away, he smiled and said he had to go get ready for work. Boo. But wait, there's more. Take a sip, you nosy Nellies. A minute went by and I laid there, letting my primal self take the front seat. I went into the bathroom where my friend was still showering and I asked her, "Can I go make out with your roommate?" She gave me the green light. So I quickly walked over to his room and stood in the doorframe. When he turned around and locked eyes on me, it was on. He grabbed me, picked me up, hoisted me over to his bed. Then he decided to go have some FaceTime in my downtown station. I was mind blown, and not about the Tootsie Pop service, although that was very appreciated, but by the whole encounter itself. I hadn't seen myself as desirable to anyone in such a long time. That first kiss, after a year of nothing, made me feel something again. I think we judge ourselves so harshly on things that I don't think anyone else notices. However, I did have a second encounter with another man just a month later. That one was with no kindness and no love. It was with someone who was battling their own demons and decided to take it out on me while we were having sex. Literally, the first time I had had sex since my ex-husband, and there was no comfort, no tenderness. Two men, two completely different situations. Why do I tell you this? Whether we are in TSW or not, we're gonna find some unkind people who don't understand us, who treat us badly, who don't appreciate us. And that's just how the world is. TSW just happens to show us those people faster. So if you're ever on a first date, or you're messaging someone on Tinder or Bumble or Hopscotch, whatever those dating apps are now, and they're treating you poorly, especially because of your TSW journey, then those people aren't for you. And that's okay. Now, I wouldn't go on a first date if I was in a really bad flare, oozing, super tired, thinking that some Prince Charming is gonna come sweep me off my feet. We aren't looking for people to save us. Remember that. It is no one else's responsibility to be our Spider-Man. We are looking for a partner. So show yourself some rest and peace when you're in a bad flare. That doesn't mean you don't deserve love in those bad times. But potential love interests aren't life jackets. If you're going on dates to try and feel love, that's not the place you should be looking. Start by looking at the person in the mirror. That's the relationship you should be working on first. My best advice is just to be honest and genuine. TSW does not have to be the main topic on your first date. You aren't TSW. Let them get to know you. Now, all of this is just the perspective and opinion of one person. It's like the blind leading the blind, guys. None of us has the answers. We're just doing the best we can. But don't forget, just because you don't have a partner doesn't mean that you can't show yourself intimacy. Get the Peter tingle tingling. I love you all. Don't forget to show yourself some love. Be kind to yourself and to others. Until next time. Oh my gosh, guys, this is literally like the third or fourth time I have filmed this. It is actually like almost night out. This has been so stressful. And I had to do 2 of these episodes back to back because I'm out of town this past weekend. So I had to get this done. But yeah, and I've been super nervous about these past 2 weeks because of the topic. But I hope you found it informative and funny, but genuinely honest. I've shared stories to be funny, but also to connect with you guys. But in all seriousness, you are going to find some ugly people out there, and I mean ugly on the inside, that just aren't going to be kind to you, regardless if you have TSW or not. And those aren't your people. And that person that I slept with for the first time, that was me desiring affection and attention in a place and a person that was not really kind enough to give it. So don't do that to yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation just because you're lonely, like I did. You're worth more than that, and I'm certainly worth more than that. But I love you guys. Buy yourself some toys, buy yourself some lube, love yourself. Go watch Spider-Man. You love it? I actually got to do a Spider-Man one. I incorporated Spider-Man. So excited. But yeah, be good. Enter my giveaways. This is now week 3, so tomorrow we'll be doing a new one. And if you want to be a part of the big giveaway, please donate to my preventable PayPal. It's super important, guys. I want to give someone a ton of money to win to help them financially, and I can't do it without you. So please donate if you can. But I'm proud of you. I love you. Go watch Spider-Man.